I'm I'm sorry about the mess.
I don't mind.
I only moved in not long ago, so I haven't really unpacked yet. The whole room's just in boxes.
That's okay. I know what it's like when you're in a new place.
I wasn't really expecting. I would have tidied up a bit. I haven't even got any furniture.
There's a sofa.
Yeah, that was already here. I didn't choose it. I just well, you know. Anyway,
You're so lucky. This flat's right high up. You can see the whole city from up here.
you can. Yeah, it's one of the advantages.
I live in a basement. My window has bars on it. I answered an advertisement. My flatmates are all students of beauty therapy. They lead such a busy sort of life. They can be quite tiring sometimes. I'm glad we decided not to go to the pub in the end. Aren't you?
I never wanted to go there. I just thought you'd want to go with your friends, you know.
Think we could have been shouting at each other, flailing our arms about, trying to make ourselves understood, feeling hopeless and tired. That's what they're doing right now. But not us. We're here, tucked up on the sofa out of the rain.
Well, as long as you're sure, we could probably still catch up with them if you
Look at
wanna.
the city. You can see as far as the hills from here.
Yeah, it doesn't look so pretty in the daytime, but on a rainy day you wouldn't want to look at it. But at night, the dark sort of hides the grey. At night it's quite well, you can just sit and look at it.
The sea, the dark hills, the city all shimmery lights. It reminds me of Oslo.
Oslo, really?
Oslo in winter.
Oslo, is that like a place you've been?
I'm Norwegian.
Oh, I see.
Did you not realize?
Well, I just you know.
It's all right. Most people don't at first.
What am I doing standing here? Like, can I take your coat?
Thank you.
You like something to drink, Lisa? Can I get you something? What would you like?
I don't mind. Whatever you're having. Have you got any wine?
Yeah, just sit down. Make yourself comfortable. Just ignore me. I'm whiskey. I've got whiskey. I've got a couple of cans of beer. Maybe I got gin somewhere.
Whatever you're having.
Wine. Right. Yeah. It's ridiculous because if I'd just thought I could have easily bought a bottle of wine at the pub, but just wasn't thinking. Just didn't use my brain. Idiot.
I don't mind. Beer is fine.
Wait, I've got wine. I think in one of these boxes.
It's okay.
No, I'll find it. I'll find it. It'll be in a box somewhere. Bottle of red. Is that where you're from then, Lisa? Oslo?
No, I've been to Oslo. I love Oslo, of course, being Norwegian. But in fact, I come from Trondheim in the north. You've maybe heard of it. It's in a place called the Land of the Midnight Sun.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I've heard about that. It must be. Sounds. I'd love to go there one day,
That's where I come from.
Lisa. Is that a Norwegian name?
It's quite a common name in Norway. In fact, it's short for Liselotte.
Right. 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 Lisa Lotta. uh, your English is you speak it really well.
Thank you. Actually, I've lived here so long. That's how I got the accent.
Right. 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 Right.
Most people don't realize I'm Norwegian at first. They don't even notice. But I can tell they're thinking there's something different about her. And they can't quite put their finger on it. Usually I tell them, put them out of their misery.
If you hadn't said, I wouldn't have, because you don't expect. Well, I didn't think.
But you noticed I was different, didn't you?
I suppose I did.
Your sofa faces your window. You can sit and look out of the window at the city. Did you know that's a very Norwegian furniture arrangement?
Is it? I didn't really think. I didn't know that.
Most people here make their sofa face the television, but not you. You don't even have a television.
I got one somewhere. It's in one of the boxes. Portable one.
I've noticed that people here watch television all the time. In pubs, they have the television on, even when you can't hear the sound. When I visit people, they have the television switched on. Even the streets have televisions in shops, and there are great big televisions attached to buildings. And people talk about television programs to each other. I don't even understand what they're saying most of the time. People talk about television programs right up against your face. I feel like they're punching me or something. I feel winded.
I nearly unpacked it. I opened the box, but then I looked around and I just thought, if I start with that, I won't stop. So I mostly don't. Mostly it just lives in the box.
In Norway, people very rarely watch television. Only important events. When Norway are in the World Cup, for example, or if King Haakon is making a speech, then they'll gather together and watch. But mostly, Norwegians talk gently to each other in the evenings.
Here we go. Wine. I knew I had this somewhere. It's red. Is that all right?
That's fine. Thank you.
It should be good. This wine. It's 10 years old. I don't have glasses. Is a mug okay?
I think it's fine to drink wine out of a mug. It's more real. It's just a container. Just a flipping container so the drink doesn't spill all over your hand.
I know. Who needs crystal? Not me, anyway. Here.
Thank you.
Is it okay?
It's fine.
It's supposed to be really good, this wine. I've been waiting for the right occasion. I remember when I bought it, the man in the shop, he said, in 10 years' time, this will be a peach. So, it should be good.
I like it.
I don't know anything about wine. I wish I did. It's supposed to be a real, special, but to me, just tastes like red wine.
It's perfect.
Why don't I'll sit on this box.
Why don't you sit here beside me?
Right, on the sofa, a bit cozier.
Sit down.
It's a bit bright. I have a dimmer switch. Can you believe that? Whoever had this flat before me must have installed a dimmer switch. A bit James Bond, a dimmer switch. Here we go. Lights up, lights down.
So, Mr. Bond, we meet at last.
That's it.
And you would be tied to a chair. I would have captured you. I would say something like, I like a man with, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can never think of these things.
Me neither.
I could be the Norwegian Bond girl.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there one? I don't really know the films.
I don't know. Probably there is. I don't know. You tell me when the light's right.
Parker. There.
That's better, isn't it? I think it's gonna be too bright. I forget that sort of thing.
Sit down.
Oh, here we are. Chez moi. Welcome to my humble abode. Make a paint. Push you knickknacks out and send me home.
Sean, why don't you put your arm around me?
Why not, indeed? The old arm around the old shoulder. That's what you're supposed to do, isn't it? I haven't done that since, actually, I was waiting to do it surreptitiously, like in the cinema with your first girlfriend.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Have you ever read Knut Hamsun?
I haven't actually. No, I've never read anything by him.
You remind me of him.
Oh, I hope that's a compliment.
I think that's what it was that made me want to talk to you in the pub.
Right.
When I read the novels of Knut Hamsun, I felt a very strong connection, something spiritual. And when I saw you in the pub, sitting alone, watching everything, you seemed apart, and yet something about you connected with me. And that doesn't happen very often.
Lisa, you should probably know
This is perfect. Two of us, so late at night, the city asleep at our feet, alone together and hungry.
would you like something to eat? I've got toast.
No, I mean hungry in the Norwegian sense. Hungry, with a needing in us.
Matter of fact, there's a buzz. The dimmer switch is buzzing. It sometimes does that. Anywhere in between completely dark and completely light, it just fucking buzzes. It's a bit maddening. Oh, I'll see if I can fix it.
Why not just switch the light off, Sean?
You think I should?
There's a moon and the light from the city. That's enough. Our eyes can adjust.
You're right. You're right. That's what we'll do. We'll switch it off. That's just the job. We'll have the moon for a lamp. Oh, fuck!
Are you all right?
Yeah. I'm fine. I stubbed my toe. Stupid.
Have you hurt yourself?
No. I'm fine. Shit.
Sean, why don't you just sit down?
Yeah. I'll sit. There we go. Here I am, inviting you back. You must think I'm a right dipstick, just fucking falling about.
Your heart's beating awfully fast, Sean. Like a wee mouse's heart.
Is it? What am I? Am I a man or a mouse? As a matter of fact, this wine is quite good, isn't it? You can tell it's good.
Look at the moon.
I know.
Fat and calm.
Full.
Full up. I'm always at my best with a full moon. When it's waning, I find myself just sitting in my basement sometimes. But when it's waxing, I'm out and about. I'm a social butterfly, virtually.
I'm sorry, I'm not a better talker. I don't often, I hardly ever, in fact.
I think talking is overrated. In Norway, people don't speak much. They're more comfortable passing time in silence.
It's like me.
Put your hand on my heart. Here. Feel that? My heartbeat.
I can feel it.
Everything moves so fast in this country. Everybody shouts, everybody lies, everybody spends time running. That's what makes your hearts beat so fast. Look out there. This is winter. It's time to hibernate.
Lisa, you're
What am I?
in the moonlight. You're gorgeous.
But not in the daylight.
No, I didn't mean shit.
I'm teasing you.
Oh, right.
I have quite a Norwegian sense of humor. Sometimes it puts people off balance. I'm sorry.
No, it was, you got me.
Look out there. If we were in Trondheim now, we could sit here for months and the sun would never rise. The whole city, the hills would be covered in snow. The only sign it was day would be a glow behind the horizon and a blue light on the snow. In Trondheim in midwinter, we stay inside all the time. We switch the heating on and we sit at the window, just like this, watching the winter go past.
What about eating and things?
We eat crisps mostly. You don't need to eat so much because you don't spend much energy. Your heart slows down. Your mind becomes still. You just pull it down over you and sit.
I could live like that.
I knew you would think that. Isn't that amazing? I think that proves we're connected. I knew you would understand about winter.
I could hibernate, just shut down for a while.
That's it.
In Trondheim, in winter, don't your muscles sort of just shrivel up? What about daily exercise?
For exercise, we dance. And we have sex.
Oh. Oh.
People think that in Norway there's a very high suicide rate. But in fact, that's a myth. The suicide rate is quite low. Because being Norwegian, we know how to live with the dark.
Would you like some music? Will I put a cassette on? I've got a few cassettes. What would you like? Madness? Everyone loves Madness. Do you like Madness?
I don't know. I've never heard of them.
Never heard Madness? Everyone's heard Madness. Baggy trousers.
I don't know it. Put it on if you want.
Maybe not. Maybe it's a bit lively. Gary Newman.
I really don't mind.
I don't know what people like these days.
The woman in the photograph on the windowsill, who is she?
She's my ex-wife. She's quite a long time ago.
Is that your boy in the picture?
Yeah. That's why I have the picture out. Because it's a picture of him.
Do you still see them?
Nah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Connor.
That explains your tattoo.
That's right.
Connor forever.
Yeah. Bit stupid.
I don't think it's stupid.
I tried to get it burnt off.
Why?
Because, anyway, I couldn't afford the treatment, so it's still there.
I think it's nice.
Yeah.
What's your wife's name?
Katrina.
At least you didn't get a tattoo which said Katrina forever.
Yeah.
Why did you split up with her?
Lisa, I don't really want to talk about it, okay, if that's all right. I wasn't very clever. I was involved in some pretty grimy events and I ended up fucking up her life and my life and my boy's life. So, there's not a lot to say. I try not to think about it.
Do you know? When you talk, Sean, your eyes dance. In all the time I've lived here, I haven't met a man like you.
I can't find any music. I can't find anything. I don't know what half these tapes are. I haven't bought music in so long.
I don't mind about music.
Oh, you probably like gothic music or something. Rap music. I don't have any gangster rap. It's all a foreign country to me.
How old is Connor?
He's 10. He's 10 years old. And he's out there somewhere asleep.
You're thinking of him.
I wasn't.
And he's thinking of you.
Probably not.
I guess he is.
I don't think so.
My father was a sea captain on a Norwegian container ship. Can you guess what the ship's name was?
I don't think I can. No.
It was called the Liselotte.
So he named a ship after you. Yeah, that was nice.
No, silly. I was named after the ship.
Oh, right.
Anyway, when I was small, he just went away off on his ship, and everybody said that was the end of that. But I thought of him. and I knew he thought of me. And so I believed that out there in the dark, in the snowy forest, my thoughts and his thoughts meet like ghosts.
It's a nice idea.
And that's like you and Connor.
Listen, Lisa, it's quite late.
Not really.
You're probably tired.
I'm okay.
I work shifts in the car park. I'm on early tomorrow morning.
Call in sick.
I don't want to do that.
These moments don't happen very often, Sean. Moments when people come very close to each other. If I hadn't come to the pub, if the moon had been waning, if I hadn't seen you, just think, we might have missed each other forever. But instead, here we are, hungry and alone, together. I don't know about you, Sean, but I think that's a big turn on.
Lisa, I don't feel exactly at this moment it's gonna be.
Just play some flipping music. We can dance. Let's dance.
No.
Come on, take hold of me.
It's all right. You're all right.
Put the music on loud and we'll dance.
The neighbour upstairs is an old woman, right? She sleeps like a bird.
It doesn't have to be loud then. Just hold me.
Maybe we should have gone to the club with your friends. You know, it's stupid. It's stupid. You coming back here. Look at the state of the place. Everything's in boxes. I knew that at the time. I knew you would prefer the club. Maybe it's not too late. Your friends are there. I'll take you down there. I'll walk you.
They aren't my friends, Sean. They were just women I was standing next to. I wanted to come back with you, Sean. I want to spend the night with you.
You don't know me.
I do.
Don't.
And not in the way people here know each other, but I know you. Let's kiss.
No, just get off. I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry, Lisa. This is just not going. You know, things like this don't happen to me. Someone coming back to the flat, meeting someone in a pub. I just went for a drink. I didn't expect. I don't really know how to handle it. It's not often entertaining someone like you.
Do you mean a woman, Sean? Or do you mean a Norwegian?
I think I'd better walk you home.
I see.
I think it's just probably for the best. I know how this is going to go and it's not pretty.
You can tell the future, can you? That's so typical. Everybody here thinks they can tell the future. Well, let me tell you a secret, mister. Nobody knows.
You're a really nice girl, Lisa. You could have gone home with any bloke in that pub.
You asked me.
Yeah, I asked you. I never thought you'd say yes.
So much for your telling the future then.
Yeah, a lot of drink, a clumsy fuck, and then what am I doing here? I don't think I can stand waking up to it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I'll just walk you back to wherever.
I'll be fine. Just give me my coat, please.
No. You can't go on your own.
I'll be quite all right.
This isn't a nice area, Lisa. I'll walk you.
Piss off.
But at least let me call you a minicab.
I'm not a delicate flower.
Yeah, I realise that. I just think...
You don't know what you think. 1 minute I'm gorgeous. The next minute you don't want me in your house.
It isn't that.
I'm sorry if I've offended you, Sean. I know that being Norwegian, I'm used to being quite open about sexual relationships. I say what I feel. I'm not going to apologize for that. Men in this country, they're so hypercritical. They're either slathering dogs or whimpering puppies. It makes me physically sick. None of you are a match for a real Norwegian woman.
You're right.
Don't smile at me. You think it's funny?
I'm sorry.
You can't help it. It's this country. It's not your fault. I'm used to it.
I'm not a good person for you to be with. Believe me.
I've seen you before, Sean. In the pub. I had my eye on you, always sitting there on your own, reading your book, in the dark and swirling lights all around you, in your black suit, all the noise around you, and you still and dark and reading your book. And I thought, that man could be the last great hope of his nation. But in fact, you're no different from the rest.
It was a detective novel, Lisa. It's not exactly poetry.
It was a book.
Lisa, I'm not liked, okay? I've been involved in some pretty grimy business, and I'm not a liked person. Everyone knows it, and usually folk leave me alone.
Stop forgetting, I'm not from here.
I've had a few incidents where I've fallen apart a bit, you know? The floor, it's a bit shaky, and it's hard enough for me to stay standing without you barging in here talking about souls. I'm not mysterious or interesting, Lisa. I'm a disaster. I'm barely keeping my life together as it is, and the last thing I need just now is to have my head messed up because I find myself falling for a nutter. All right, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is.
You're very judgmental, passing comments like that. In Norway, we don't do such
Stop
things.
it with the Norway. You're not from Norway, right? I've seen you around. You're not from fucking Norway, so just stop going on about it.
Pow, pow, pow!
What?
My electric shield of power sends your negative energy right back at you.
What are you talking about?
You don't scare me. Show your teeth all you like. You don't scare me.
No, I don't want to scare you, okay? Shit, I really don't want to scare you.
Pow, pow, pow!
Jesus Christ, will you just calm down?
Pow, 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 coming right back at you.
Calm down.
You can't touch me.
Keep your voice down, will you? Oh, Jesus, shit!
You can't get me.
I'm sorry. I didn't
One,
mean it, okay? I didn't
two,
mean anything.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
It's okay.
11, 12, 13,
All
14,
right.
15,
I won't touch you. I won't come near you.
17, 18, 19,
Just sit down.
20, 21,
That's it. You just say it.
22,
Yeah.
23, 24,
That's it. That's a girl. I'm here.
25,
Take as long as you need.
26, 27.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay. You can know. The most upsetting thing you can say to a Norwegian is to tell her she's not Norwegian.
Of course you are. Jesus, I was way out of line.
I'm okay. The counting always works. I count and I think of home. The forests and the mountains and the blue sea.
I do that. I do it as well. They told me that.
They taught you too?
Not in Norway. I was in prison, Lisa. I got let out a year ago. A year, and I haven't even unpacked my stuff. It's all I can do to sit in front of the window and watch the clouds form and the day pass. Do you understand? So you threw me, asking me to kiss you and that.
Poor Sean.
And the wine, you know. I bought that wine when my son was born. Supposed to be drunk on his 18th, but I don't know where he is. And anyway, it tastes like piss and just threw me a bit. The floor started to wobble, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So I sort of lashed out in my words to you, but I know it was way out of line.
It's okay.
And so, Lisa, if you want to leave, which you probably do, I'll walk you home. And I won't even say a word or ever mention anything to anybody. But if you want to stay, I want you to stay. I want you to stay. It's quite dark. up here, Lisa, in the old head, and you're just so light and gorgeous.
Like a very nice cake.
Oh no, I didn't mean.
I'm teasing you again.
Right. Norwegian humour. I need to get used to it.
In Norway, we're used to darkness in people's heads. We even prefer it. Because if there is no darkness, then what in heaven's name are you thinking about? How good you are or something? How perfect, how wonderful? That would be arrogant. We Norwegians think people who are happy are perhaps just a little bit above themselves, don't you?
I do.
Where are you from, Sean?
Me?
Yes.
Here.
Were you born here?
No. I was born up north, on the west coast. We moved here when I was little.
I thought so. Where? Where exactly?
A little place called Kinlochleven. My dad used to work in the aluminium smelter there.
You may not know this, Sean, but in the 10th century, the Vikings came here from the west. A lot of people say they slaughtered and raped and burnt. And they did, but only if people resisted them. Mostly they settled and farmed and married local women. What's your second name, Sean?
MacDonald.
I knew it. That's the Viking name, Sean. MacDonald is the Viking name.
You know, I think I've heard that once. Heard that once. There you go.
You're Norwegian after all.
Well, I suppose I am.
I could tell.
Maybe that's why I turn myself to face that way.
Deep instinct.
I suppose. How you feeling? You're smiling.
I'm all right.
Good. Can I get you anything? Some crisps or more wine?
Put the music on.
What do you want?
Let me look. Let's see what you got.
It's all rubbish. Just the cassettes that were in the car when my wife left me.
This one. This one's Norwegian.
God, yeah, I suppose it is.
Play this one and we'll dance.
I wish we could, but there's no carpet down, Lisa. The guy downstairs, I swear, he goes mental if I even just pace around.
In Norway, what we do is we play the music quietly, like this. And then we take our shoes off and we stand together like this. And we hold each other like this. You put your hand there, that's it. And then we rest our heads on each other's shoulders so we don't have to look at each other in the eye. And we just sway like that. That's it. That way we can dance and no one is disturbed. Just two Norwegians holding on to each other in a foreign land.